He joins us every Friday during the season. Mike McCarthy on 105.3 The Fan. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, gentlemen. It's nice to put a name with a face.
What were you expecting?
I didn't think you guys would be this good looking. It's early in the morning. I'm off my game. So.
What time do you wake up out here?
5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
We wake up at 2:30.
Yeah. That's what I hear. Yeah.
Travis Frederick tried to get us banned. We don't know who's sleeping in the closest room, but we're loud and boisterous, and we would wake Travis up every year. So one of your players, if you're thinking about cutting him, they're not performing, ask where they're sleeping first. It could be our fault.
Okay.
Not good. What's that drink?
It's a mix of minerals, and it's a supplement.
Supplement
Customized
drink.
supplement.
Customized.
Custom cocktail, I guess.
So where do you stand? What do you think of this setup out here, and where do you stand on getting more or less work done with this perfect weather versus, hardcore football heat?
Well, I'll say this. The GPS is a great tool to have, and I think the fact that, when you particularly, this is our hardest stretch 3 days in a row in pads, so this is a huge benefit. I know, last year we were practicing in the mornings, but still the heat index was a lot higher. So I love it. I mean, I love not only the climate. I just think the whole setup, just the way it flows, everything's very convenient. This is an extremely efficient operation. So I really love the setup out here.
Because more teams have gone the way of staying at their own facility as the facility has gotten better. So were you kind of hesitant, like wondering at first, oh man, is this going to be? Are we going to get as much done? Obviously, you see it now, but at first, when you found out this team always goes out here, was it different?
Definitely. No, I was hesitant about it because everybody loved it. That was my first, if they love it so much, I mean, it's not going to be that hard. It must be really nice out there, and it is for all the right reasons. So I think it's great for the media, just the way this all flows, and this is, we're, 200 feet from the weight room, so, it's just the flow in the operation, to me, is so important this time of year. Now with the new CBA rules, the big challenge for us coaches, we're on an 11-hour work day with the veterans, 12 hours for the rookies. So, we're really squeezed in our teaching time as far as the turnaround from practice, until we get with the players. So that part's a bit of a challenge just because we're squeezed. You wish you had, just like anything else, you wish you had another hour.
Right.
So, but that's the only negative I could say about this year's camp, because everything else has been excellent.
Is Dak's arm issue truly minor? How are you guys looking at what happened yesterday and his timeline to return to practice?
Definitely, it's minor. I saw him, before I come over here, so he'll be. Technically, I don't know if you put him in a limited category. He'll do all the run game stuff, all the footwork stuff. But we just got to shut him down from throwing for a couple of days.
What was your original plan? Were you planning on giving him a day off here and there, just because I know he did mini camps and all the other stuff, and he looks fantastic out here? But did you have an original plan to give him a day off here and there?
Frankly, we were just going to operate off of the feedback of how.
Well, he's going to lie and say I want to practice every day.
Yeah, he has a great relationship with our trainers and our strength staff. Him and Britt Brown have a unique relationship. So I feel like we have pretty good information on where he is. But yeah, he gets it. He's been here long enough. This is no time to really mess around pushing through something that can turn into something bigger. And this is a great example of it right here.
Is it a situation where could have been because of the gap and the layoff that he had, where he had a little bit of an arm tweak or compensating for a foot, like the foot injury from last year, or is it just fatigue? Number of reasons.
I think it could be one of the above. I think anytime you get into fatigue injuries, I think the GPS and all the things that go into it, it's good information, but it could have been something awkward because it bothers him when he throws certain throws, but he doesn't feel it on other throws. So I think it's just a minor strain.
My only coaching critique of you out here so far, in my expert opinion is when he lines up out there in the slot to run the halves.
Look at this guy.
I mean, Coach, can we keep him from running routes out here?
No, hey, keep it up. I want you to put all that good stuff out there it makes no sense. And hopefully the real football guys can sort that out. But yeah, I know we got him catching passes, we got him playing defense.
I know.
We're just trying to break his tendencies. That's all.
Mike McCarthy here. Mike McCarthy here on 105.3 The Fan. Who are some of the guys that have stood out to you? I know you don't want to put too high an expectation, but Diggs to us has looked fantastic. Maurice is sitting here making plays. CD doesn't look like he can be covered. Zeke and Lael look like in tremendous shape. What are some of the things that have stood out to you early on?
Well, I agree with everything you said there. I think really.
So I am a football expert now.
Totally, you're kicking it out. You're knocking it out of the park. So. Our young guys, this is the first time to see them in pads, so that's always an important day, and see how they respond in particularly consecutive days. But I think you can go through that whole rookie class from last year. I mean, we put a huge emphasis on the rookies making a second-year jump, and I think you go across the board. I mean, all those guys have done a great job in the weight room. They're in much better shape. I mean, CD, Neville, all the way down to Ben DiNucci. So. I'm very pleased with the rookie class from last year. I think they've all really improved themselves.
Coach, when we finally get to the season and get into a game, you probably don't want your quarterback throwing the ball 58 times a game, but what is your ideal run pass type ratio?
Oh, I think if you could draw it up perfectly, you'd probably throw it 35 and run it 30. I mean, we want the ball more than 65 plays,
right.
So maybe a 30, 34, 36, or a 33, 37. I mean, you want to be north of 30. I think when you are, you're obviously in balance. You're in control of the game. Your time of possession, sorts out properly. You're probably taking care of the ball. But you just look at our turnover differential the first 13 weeks of the season. That tells the whole story. I mean, I actually. Turnover differential was an emphasis last night in the team meeting, and went back through the last years and just some historical studies just to emphasize the importance of taking care of the football and taking it away. So I mean, it's something that I've always the teams I've coached have been very successful in that area, and I felt clearly from week 13 on we were plus 10. So I mean that stretch at the end of the year, that's the way we want our football team to play.
All right, we will no huddle this thing before we let you get back to your morning prep. Mike or Coach?
Depends who's talking to me.
Us.
Coach is fine.
Coach is fine. There you go.
I just finally met you. I just finally met you in person. No,
that was because of Dion.
Let's keep working towards Mike.
All right.
I didn't catch the Dion. What's the Dion?
Well, he left the press conference because the reporters kept calling him Dion, and he's like, well, you don't call Nick Saban Nick.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, yeah, we do, so we're just going to keep calling you Dion, and he got up and left.
I learned this from Marty Schottenheimer because, you're in college football and, everything's coach. And my first job was in 1993, and the veteran players called him Marty. And really it was the opposite. I think the relationship that you build with your players over time, it becomes that, where the rookies are, and you respect that too, because, the respect that they have, they're new, they're to the environment, so forth. So that's been my experience, and didn't mean to hit you with a filibuster here at the end, but no, it's just a long answer. But yeah, I'm sure you call me worse. So it is.
Are you going to come to the party tonight?
I can't because I actually have something with our player council tonight. So I apologize. I hear it's I know Jerry's excited about it.
Do you like sushi?
Yeah, I like sushi.
Okay, big sushi.
So where's the party?
Malibu, Nobu.
Yeah, Nobu.
Oh wow, boy, you guys are big time.
Oh
yeah.
Well, it's on Jerry's dime.
Yeah.
Well,
we wouldn't pay. We couldn't afford it.
Probably one of the best restaurants in the world.
We tried to get it on his yacht, but he wasn't having it.
Have you been on the boat?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
And did you get a chance yesterday to check out the Rodgers presser? And if so, thoughts?
I did not. So I'm just glad that they're working things out. I think that's the way it needs to be.
How many more times are you going to wear the Jamie Foxx glasses?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, Jerry took them back right after the press conference.
Oh, did he?
Oh, no.
Well, Jalen probably got
clear eye.
up.
Yeah,
I'll
Jerry.
tell you what, They were probably the most comfortable pair of glasses I've ever had on. That's for sure.
The Jamie ones.
Definitely, I highly recommend them.
Okay.
All right.
There he is.
Do it.
Highly
Mike,
recommend it.
are you going to do the show again this year with us?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Now you've
it
seen our
works for
pretty
me.
faces.
What's that?
You've seen our pretty faces now.
Well, let's do it twice a week then, right?
Yes.
Joe Trahan, you heard that. You heard that, Joe.
Well, just make sure we're refereeing the sarcasm around here. It's all good.
Mike McCarthy in the Lifetime's Heating and Air hot seat. Coach, thank you for sitting down with us. Great to meet you face to face, and we'll see you out here at practice in a few.
Great deal. 2:30. Impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Love the work ethic.
Yeah. It's a
And we appreciate the one practice a day.
we need
time.
it. That's right. We need to
Thank
thank
you.
you
I
for
have
that.
nothing to do with that, so that's not by my choice. So
To be open for the second one. That wasn't you.
What do you
Like we used to have a walkthrough in the morning and then the afternoon practice.
I got you.
So you changed it to just the practice early on.
Well, we have a walkthrough in the evening.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That we can't see.
Okay.
No, we're thanking you
We're
for that.
thanking you. We're glad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. There he is, Mike McCarthy here on DF.
See, we're working towards Mike here. We're getting
There we go.
Coach.
There we go.
We
Coach.
got a few hurdles. to jump
Coach McCarthy.